Yo, what's happening? It's me, Melly Money, back in the house. Everybody doing this fine. Alright, man. We back again. Got another simulation for y'all. Should be a good one. Getting close to the playoffs with the NBA. You got the Rockets versus the Warriors. So, sit back and enjoy and check the simulation out, y'all. Let's make it happen.
Your small forward, 6'5", number 4, shooting guard, 6'4", number 2, Brandon Podjemski. In the middle, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. At the other forward, 6'7", number 10, Jimmy Butler. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for Brandon Podjemski.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podjemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Houston moving it around. Brooks kicks to Green. Now here's Van Vliet. He's defended by Podjemski. And Sengun throws it down.
Really like the poise there. Van Vliet distributing under control.
Pass to Green. Curry against Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Curry, that's good.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Outside, Green. We're about 1 minute into the first. Van Vliet against Curry. Sengun with the screen for Van Vliet. Curry with the rebound. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Now the Rockets with it. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
From deep three-point land, Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 5 now.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on him.
Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Green finds Butler. Over Thompson. Good D by Thompson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Rockets trail. And it's Brooks in the corner. Van Vliet outside. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Going inside from deep, Brooks. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
When he gets the opportunity, they are counting on Brooks to hit that shot.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Clark, famously, Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player, smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And stolen by Thompson. Plays it up and banks it in.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
In rebounding, and they are ranked 3rd overall in team offense, playing with tremendous confidence at that end.
And that #1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. Here's Moody, scoreless thus far. Curry against Van Vliet. Clock at 6 to stop the drought. And it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 7. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Back to Curry. Now Green. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Curry against Van Vliet. Thompson for 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Curry against Van Vliet. Curry looking it over. Pass to Butler. Over Şengün. It's Butler that time on the assist by Curry.
Hey, if he can't get to the basket, the medium-range jumper is JB's second option.
Here's Şengün. Houston moving the ball around. Brooks kicks to Thompson. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Now Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. He's got 9.
It just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Back to Van Vliet. Brooks outside. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Van Vliet. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Van Vliet against Curry. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Curry's shot is off. Rockets leading by 7. The tray. Curry with the rebound. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. Down low. Here's Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Outside Green. Green with a screen on Curry. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Warriors trail by 7. And here is Curry. This game out 36 points for him. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Curry fires from way outside. Thompson with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Van Vliet finds Brooks. Thompson with it. Pass to Van Vliet. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Podziemski on the wing. Butler from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Golden State's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Moody the pass to Curry. And here is Green. Back to Curry. Jacks up a three. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Van Vliet against Curry. Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. From about 19 feet, the Warriors pull it in.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Butler passes to Green. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Van Vliet. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Van Vliet against Curry. Thompson outside. From downtown. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Brooks outside. Outside, Green. Pass to Brooks. Van Vliet outside. Over Curry. Here's Şengün. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith checked in for Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Dillon Brooks. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. The free throw dropped for Şengün. Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Defensive foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
And talking about Buddy Hield, he is someone you can definitely count on. He can score from any place.
Yeah, he's got great range, and his durability is just as impressive as his stroke. You know, most seasons, Buddy Hield plays in 80 or more games, and that is very much a rarity these days. And he's also a 40% career shooter from 3. So he can space the floor, and you know he's going to be on the floor whenever it's game time.
Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
The first free throw is good.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter too.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
The thing that stands out about Şengün is how crafty he is in the post. Excellent footwork and a lot of move.
Hield can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Whitmore with it, covered by Hield. Şengün with a screen on Hield. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Kuminga. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
Whitmore with it, covered by Hield. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. Driving to the basket. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a fighter. Whitmore was determined to get that to go.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Free throw good, Whitmore. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. With 1 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Guys, it's been all about Fred VanVleet for the Rockets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Warriors trail by 5. Taking a look at the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the guard position. And it's Whitmore missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Warriors shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now, here's Şengün. He's coming off a 31-point game against Oklahoma City. 6 to shoot. Here's Eason. Trains it from beyond the arc. Eason's got himself on the board with 3 there. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Rockets. After this game, they can look forward to L.A. for their matchup against the Clippers. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Curry, following the score by Houston. Now here is Holiday, still without a basket. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Count that bucket.
And he might be a rookie, but Whitmore can play some bully ball. He will get it inside and be as physical as anybody.
Now here's Curry. He's got 21. Shoots the three. Curry! What else is new?
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Whitmore, covered by Hield. Offensive rebound, and Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Pass to post. Now here's Kuminga. He's covered by Eason. Outside Curry. From the arc. Another three for Golden State.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's Whitmore. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 3-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Eason. Pass to Whitmore. Smith with a screen on Hield. No coverage that time. 10 points for Cam Whitmore.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Curry with the 3. Bullseye! Curry with a deep 3.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. Here's Whitmore. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Oh, really strong outing from Whitmore. You see the potential for greatness.
Hield the pass to Kuminga. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry outside. The shot comes out. Rockets have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Holiday against Kuminga. Just his first attempt. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now a 4-point Houston lead.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Here's Post, and he jams it with authority.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now, here's Şengün.
Turkish Thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Warriors have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Pass to Post. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Whitmore with it. He's got 12. To the paint. Here's Şengün. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Curry can't get it to go. Houston leading by 4. Pass to Whitmore. A rebound by Hield. The Warriors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
Free throw drops for Hield.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
Houston making a switch here. Thompson, he's checked in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. So he gets them both.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
Outside, Green. Here's VanVleet. 11 points in the game. Takes a three. The rebound by Hield. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Podziemski. To the inside. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Now here's VanVleet. He's defended by Podziemski. Green taking his time here. Pass to Thompson. Back to Green. Just 5 on the clock. And VanVleet launches it from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
And here is Moody. Brooks covering. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded closely. Green against Hield. Takes it inside. Yes, that goes in. Hield's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hield.
VanVleet outside. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Now here's Butler. He's coming off a 19-point game against Denver.
And, you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
Now here's Thompson. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. VanVleet left side. Pass to Smith. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Butler against VanVleet. Now Podziemski. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Butler, and they double up Butler.
And Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the stripe, especially when he's near the basket.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
First free throw is good.
Boy, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
And so Butler nails both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from VanVleet.
More points for VanVleet, putting some spice on that pumpkin tonight.
Here's Podziemski, covered by Van Vliet. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. The Rockets, number 1.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
What I love about Jimmy Butler, there's a lot to like, but he brings it every night. His consistency and toughness and production, plays with passion, leads his team well. Love that throwback mentality of his.
Good on both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Thompson outside, fires the 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
3 ball.
Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Podziemski with it, covered by Van Vliet. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Van Vliet passes to Smith. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Green.
Hey, yo, right here.
Thompson, a screen on Hield. Thompson right side. And the layup falls. And it's 7 points from Amen Thompson.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Here's Podziemski. 26 points for him last game against Denver.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Van Vliet outside. Drives to the hoop. The rebound by Hield. Butler deciding where to go with it. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. Here's the number you need to know. He buried 5 3-pointers that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if we can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You know, for the Rockets, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Talk about stretching the floor. Great percentage from deep. You have to guard him out there. That provides spacing for this team.
And it opens things up for everyone else. Those driving lanes are just big when he's there.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Warriors leading by 3. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Curry, 5 to shoot. Curry getting it done inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Rockets trail by 5. Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's got 15.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Butler. Curry's shot is off. Curry against Van Vliet. Driving the lane. Can't connect from short range. Warriors shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. On the wing, Green. Outside Curry. For 3. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. And they get it back. Şengün finds Thompson. Screen by Şengün. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
Now here's Green. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Curry against Van Vliet. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 7. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Inside, Thompson passes to Şengün. Yes, and the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Muscling through contact. This is where Şengün's at his best.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
Alperen Şengün, 1 shot.
One shot.
And that one misses. Warriors leading by 5. And it's Podziemski in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Thompson outside. Over in the corner, Green. The screen from Thompson. Green in the post. He's defended by Podziemski. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Thompson.
Come on.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Alperen Şengün.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Outside Curry. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. Makes it off the glass. 9 points from Amen Thompson.
This coaching staff encourages Thompson to look for a shot, especially when he's in close.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time. Look, that's exactly what you want to see from Butler. He's at his best when he's attacking the rack.
Curry against Van Vliet. Free throw line jump shot, and that one good. Van Vliet's got 4 this quarter.
Good shot selection from Van Vliet.
Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. The off-balance finish, Curry.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Houston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Back to Van Vliet. They double-team Van Vliet. On the wing, Green. He's defended by Podziemski. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Green.
I like when Green aggressively hunts his shot. He's a very impressive offensive player for as young as he is.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys. The Warriors making a switch here. Hield's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Tari Eason's checked in for Dillon Brooks. Warriors leading by 6. Now Curry. He has 40. Back to Hield. Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Şengün against Green. Green kicks to Thompson. Overhealed. The shot by Thompson, no good.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Podziemski with it. Back to Green. To the inside. Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Thompson outside. No good on the 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Green with a screen on Green. Down low. And that one's good. Green. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Now here's Green. He's defended by Podziemski. Shots good by Green.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Podziemski. Guarded by Green. Curry with the 3 at the other end.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Thompson, high post. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
Now here's Curry. He has 45 points. Off target with the open look. And here is Van Vliet. Houston moving the ball around. To the paint. And it's Green with the jam.
Launching off the ground and throwing it down with ease. Boy, can Green get up.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Get loud and make some noise for your Warriors Knicks team.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. You look at Houston. Right now, they've acquired the 2nd-best record in the conference. And, of course, the Warriors, 3 spots below.
And I think for the Rockets, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
You know, the way they've handled just about every challenge that's been thrown at them this year, I don't see how they couldn't be considered front runners for the title.
With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. The Warriors, number 1.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Houston on D. Here's Butler over Eason. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, Butler thinks the game as well as he plays it. He's a smart player. I like how he uses the pump fake to draw the contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 7. Outside, Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Really good body control by Green. He's able to adjust off the contact and do so at a really high level.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
On the free throw, no good.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Now here's Green. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Eason. Smith left side. Van Vliet wide open. From outside, off the mark.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Butler finds Hield. Kuminga down low. Covered by Van Vliet. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Green. Over Hield. And there's Green on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Podziemski. Covered by Van Vliet. Pass to Post. 6 on the shot clock. Butler against Eason. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Smith with a screen on Hield. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Because he's got such good touch down there, Van Vliet never afraid to mix it up inside.
Here's Butler into the lane and just miss after miss right now. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. That gives them the lead. Now that's 17 points for Jalen Green.
Able to score from anywhere on the court, Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
Podziemski with it, covered by Van Vliet. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Green, no luck.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Adams against Butler. Butler converts it over the defense.
That's really all you can do defensively. Butler is an all-star for this very reason. Excellent skills and cool under pressure.
Here's Green. It's deflected. And he gets it back. Pass to Eason. Smith sets the pick for Whitmore. Goes back up. Can't hit that one. The Warriors shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Butler missing. And for Houston, they're shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. And yes, it's good. Whitmore's got 14.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Here's Butler. The layup off target. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. The Rockets on top, ending the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Houston, the post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Holiday in at the point. The Warriors trail. Hield from outside. Buries it from three-point range.
This is a key make for Hield, showing the ability to shoot it off the bounce.
The Rockets shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Whitmore with it. Top of the key, Holiday. Here's Eason. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his third assist on the night. The Warriors shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Pass to post. Outside Curry. Launches a three. Here's Jackson Davis. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Understands his role, does his job, and he did it right there. The timing couldn't have been better.
Now, here's Şengün. The three-pointer, no good. Kuminga against Eason. Pass to Curry. To the left wing, Kuminga finds Hield. 4 on the shot clock. They set the screen. Lets the three fly. Back to Kuminga. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. And now a three-point Warrior lead.
And defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Holiday, the pass to Eason. Now, here's Şengün. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. Holiday against Kuminga. To the inside. They kick out to Hield. Over Whitmore. Here's Jackson Davis. A shot missing. Good work defensively by Smith. Here's Whitmore. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Hield.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Podziemski, he's checked in for Kuminga. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Whitmore. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Curry. shoots over Van Vliet. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Curry's got 47 points.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Warriors with the rebound. Here's Podziemski. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Post. Curry with the bounce pass. And that one is good. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Van Vliet outside. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Curry with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Whitmore. To the wing right side. Here's Eason. Jackson Davis defending. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Van Vliet buries the long-range jumper. Van Vliet's got 10 points in just the second half.
Van Vliet has a quick trigger at the arc. He's not one to hesitate, not when he's got a shot like that.
Curry fires from way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Count the basket.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
Now here's Curry. Healed outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists in the game. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Smith. And here is Van Vliet. Back to Smith to take the lead. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Curry. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. And Van Vliet picks one up.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Butler in for Hield. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Green comes in for Cam Whitmore.
1 shot.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Thompson, a screen on Curry. Inside. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Thompson.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
As it is, it's his time. Get up and get moving like everyone's watching. Oh, yeah. Next dancer, please. Show us
with an update from the sidelines. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Podziemski with it. He's against Green. Curry on the wing.
I got him.
6 to shoot. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Post. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Outside, Green. Back to Van Vliet. Takes the 13-footer. Jump shot is good that time. Van Vliet's got 12 points here in the second half.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Here's Podziemski, guarded by Green. Shoots from 14. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Houston. Brooks checked in. Rockets trail by 6. Outside, Green. Houston moving it around. The Rockets with another miss. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Here's Green. It doesn't go for him. Great defense that time from Şengün.
Green, such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard him.
At the line for the Rockets, Jalen Green, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Green. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Pass to Moody. Butler against Thompson. Pocket 6 from about 19 feet. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night. Rockets trail by 6. Outside, Green. Down low, here's Brooks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Physical play finds Dillon Brooks, but he also looks for it. He gives it and takes it.
Dillon Brooks, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks.
Every team wants to have an enforcer or 2, somebody who's physical, unafraid, gives his teammates confidence. Brooks is one of those guys.
Second free throw, no good.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Şengün. Curry. Podziemski on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Didn't seem like the defense was ready for Green inside that time. He came at him with a lot of energy and was able to draw the foul.
Green taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Green.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Both free throws good from Green. Warriors leading by 3. Now Butler. Pass to Podziemski. To the middle. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And Thompson kicks to Brooks. Swiped it away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler. Van Vliet against Curry. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Van Vliet. Podziemski on the wing. Now here's Butler. Tries again. Good on the jump shot. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half.
And Butler not afraid of having the ball in his hands in these big moments. He's the guy that you can count on to get it done in the clutch.
Now here's Van Vliet, and it goes down 2 points. Van Vliet's got 27 points.
And Van Vliet, no fear at all. I mean, he loves taking and making those big-time shots.
Outside, Green. Curry against Van Vliet. Green, the screen. Tries it from 19. Good. Nothing but net. Curry's got 56 points in the game.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
Curry against Van Vliet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Stephen Curry.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
An NBA champion and All-Star. Fred VanVleet's a guy every team wants because he's fun to play with and he plays the game the right way and with passion.
And so VanVleet nails both of them.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Curry against VanVleet. Curry, that's good.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
VanVleet against Curry. VanVleet passes to Şengün. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 5. Butler dishes to Curry. Green with a screen on Thompson. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Now here's VanVleet.
VanVleet, despite his size, he's not backing down from any contact. He looks to draw a foul.
Shooting for Houston, Fred VanVleet. Line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so VanVleet nails both of them.
A steady hand at the line in a tough situation narrows it to a one-possession game.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Good, he hits again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
That nation who's going home with a free t-shirt. Dub Nation, you know what time it is. T-shirt time. Make some noise. Who wants a free t-shirt? Dub Nation, let me hear you. Who wants t-shirt?
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry with the steal, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Alperen Şengün. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Podziemski.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Now a timeout called by Houston. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Here's Brooks. Fires the three. Yes! And now they trail by just 4. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Back to Thompson from outside the arc. Laces one from 3.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who would go to the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. When you look at the stat sheet and why things work tonight, what are you looking at the most?
Turnovers. That's the key to the game. Look at turnovers and how many free throws they shot. If they weren't able to set their defense, we didn't turn the ball over, we were able to set ours. Those are the two things I look at.
Certainly sounds like the foundation to victory, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Alrighty, y'all. That game, that was actually a pretty good game from start to finish, man. Yeah, man, that was a pretty good preview for the night. If yeah, depends how this comes out. So yeah, no, I'm gonna tune in to check this game out. So yeah, so hopefully y'all tune in too. But other than that, appreciate y'all for supporting me, watching my videos. If you don't follow me, appreciate it if you would. YouTube or Twitch, Millie_Money, and all your support counts. And I'll be back in a little bit to do one of tonight's featured baseball game. So, yeah, tune in for that. All right, y'all. Deuces.